It's 8 o'clock in London, 3 p.m. in Philadelphia, and all around the world it's time for positive mental attitude.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you tell me what's going on? I need to know. Are we doing bloody hell? What's going on here? Well, there appears to be some chat going on. Yes. Jeez, yes, there's a lot of chat going on. Yes, nice hat it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can hear me and you can definitely see me in the orange hat. Hup Nederland. My freaky deaky Dutch hat it is indeed. I've been wearing my Everton one all day. It was bastard freezing. So who have we got? We have got Steve. How you doing, mate? Everything okay? Kirsty. Down the rabbit holes yet again. Nice to see you. Mandy, how you doing? Big Pom Pom. Is that my Native American nickname, is it? Chief Big Pom Pom. It is the massive pom pom. A red, white and blue pom pom as well. They don't normally last that long, do they? The pom poms, they normally fall off. Apparently, the weather in Moldova is enough to make anyone's pom poms fall off. You're finally warm. I've seen that just in the chat there. Raking out to the pointing. Horrible, horrible job. I had to do that for a couple of my mates years ago. 25-ish years ago. They had me raking out and then they ended up doing the pointing afterwards, and then anything that was left on the floor, of course, I had to shift, wheelbarrow it and into a skip. Because that's what you do to the little knobhead kids, isn't it? Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Fantastic. Right, today I'm not sure how long this is going to last, because another day where I'm exhausted. I will have to let you know what's happened today. Up early in the morning, take me niece to work because her car's still not fixed. So this is all before but my work. Take her there, come back, straight to go and get my daughter to go and take her to college. I rang her as I was leaving Berska, which is 20 minutes away. So I'm coming round for you, make sure you're ready. Yeah, I will, Dad, I will, Dad. When I got outside the house, I rang her. I'm outside now. Yeah, I'll be a couple of minutes. Half an hour later, she turned up with a cup of, a Starbucks cup full of coffee she'd made, and her hair looking on point. They dropped her off at college, came home, managed to get a cup of tea, and start work. And then I had to take my dad to hospital. My mum and dad had to go in. My dad has to be seen. He had to go for a scan, a CT scan, because he's not been well. So they said he could come home, so I had to go back and get him. And then when I come home again, cup of tea. I had to, pick my niece up from work, dropped her off, pick my dad up from the hospital, come home, and then my dad got a phone call from the hospital. Can you come back in? There was an issue with your scan. There's something that we want to check out. So I had to take him back into the hospital. And he's staying in at least overnight, possibly for a few days. So it's been one of those days when my head is up my arse. My mum is an absolute bag of nerves, obviously. So just, I want to, Mandy, I don't phone and drive. Don't worry about that. I stopped the car and then phone. I phoned Jess when I was leaving, just before I left. I said I'm coming round, and I phoned her when I was outside her house. So my phone's on. If I need to leave, I will just leave. I'm sure you'll understand. I still haven't heard back from my daughter. I don't know if she's working in Liverpool. I don't know if she's finished college and gone home. I'm the last to know anything. Yeah, I hope he's all right as well. He's a proper old school, old professional footballer, tough as nails. Nothing ever scared him. Wouldn't take a backward step from anyone. But I think even he's starting to feel a little bit sort of, I don't know, concerned, possibly. I don't know what it is, but it's not nice. I know he's 71 this year, just turned 71. So he is an old man, but he suddenly looks like an old man. Whereas even a couple of years ago, he didn't. He just looked like an ex-athlete with a bit of snow on the roof, if you know what I mean. But hopefully he's a tough bastard. He's a real fighter as well. You won't let anything get him down. Just wanted to come home and be all right for a while. I don't know what we've done as a family to deserve the shit we've had over the last 3 years, but we can only be related to Hitler or something for that reason. Give me mum a hug. We're not really a huggy family. I've given her a bottle of wine, which hopefully will take the edge off her nerves and knock her out because she needs it. She needs to sleep. And then I think I'm taking my niece again in the morning. Take her to work. Hopefully her car will be fixed as soon as possible. And she start driving herself. She feels like her legs have been cut off at the moment. And while, I can do it, it's not an issue. It's only 15, 20 minutes down the road. If you've watched the video that I put up the other day, that's driving from ours to where her work is. So you can see it's 20 minutes. It's not a big deal. But I know for her, she'd rather drive herself. Yeah, Uber, funny enough, Steve, that's what my mum said the other day. You're like an Uber driver, you, because I think I'd done 12 different journeys in one day, which is more than a lot of taxi drivers are managing to do at the moment. And I'm not a taxi driver. I'm a mild-mannered civil servant, which I'm trying to fit a full-time job in on top of all this. Oh, I had my week off last week and I'm more exhausted now than I was before that. But we'll get there, These things happen for a reason, don't they? Obviously, if we've been doing something wrong as a family or as individuals, then we need to all get stuff sorted out. But we will get there. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Marvellous, that, isn't it? Don't want to be a downer, but yeah. Exactly, it wasn't that long ago I was the one getting lifts. It is payback time. To be fair, I've been taking my dad to the pub every Thursday for 32 years. He picks me up from the football and stuff, so it's something we always do as a family. Everyone looks after each other, and whoever's got the easiest way of doing something, they'll do it. For me at the moment, I'm the one who's got the easiest way of dropping people off and picking people up because I've got a job that's got flexi. If I need to just stop what I'm doing and then go off and pick someone up, I can do, as long as I make the hours up during the day or during the week. So it's not a big deal. I don't mind doing it. And like you say, I was in the hospital for 2 months and people were there every single day making sure I got through it. So the least I can do, the very least I can do, is make sure that I'm making people's lives a bit easier on them. Olga needs a face. She does. Proper face. A proper hard face as well. Olga looks at hard-faced mare, doesn't she? Her hair's done. Seeing that looks superb. Has to be said. Our Olga. Hang on. Why am I getting... I'm getting notifications that I'm live while I'm live. What the hell's going on with this shite? And what's going on with the YouTube Studio app? I'm getting all kinds of views, and yet my watch time hasn't gone up at all. Probably takes a couple of days to come through. Olga. Yep. Algorithm. She's the one in charge of YouTube. Mandy, Steve, this is Olga. A knitted Olga. Algorithm. Some quality stuff that, like, has to be said. Right, get me breath back. Jeff spit on the side. Jeff is definitely being naughty. Gotta watch Jeff. They're still corrupt bastards. I didn't watch the footy last night, but I know, sorry Mandy, but Wolves were absolutely shafted yet again. Every game this season, they've ended up getting a really poor decision that's cost them. The Premier League is corrupt. Here endeth the lesson. Yep. Steve, there's a whole world grown up around these few channels. Jeff, of course, started off just being the gremlin in the works of my live streams and is now an absolute repulsive blue-skinned bastard. Olga is his sidekick. She's the one who decides whether or not we get views. It's algorithm's fault. Yep. Don't blame you, don't knit a lion. You don't need to be doing that. Bad enough knitting potatoes and demons and things. Yep, remember. By the way, Sunday, Tuesday is such a ball ache at times. I only did the stream on Sunday and then closed my eyes for 10 minutes, and it was Tuesday and I had to set up another one. It comes round so quick. What's the lighting like, by the way? I have a very, very bright light in front of me there, but with a soft box on it, which is supposed to make me look gorgeous. And of course, just makes me look like a well-illuminated, ugly bastard. Let's face it. But keep leveling up. Jeff is YouTube. Jeff is the soul of YouTube. Jeff is, every time someone thinks they've made a really good video, put loads of effort into it, edited it dead hard, done a great thumbnail. Jeff is the one who comes down and goes, ha 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 ha, no views for you. Fuck that shit. No potato eyes then, Mandy. What you need is tiny eyes, like Vic and Bob. Like 2 tiny butter beans. It's still going off. I know I'm live. I'm fucking live. I know I'm live. Stop telling me I'm live. That'll be Jeff, that. Jeff sending emails on YouTube's behalf because he's a tit. And we know he is. I am also live on Twitch as well, again. I don't know if anyone can see me. I've got the app open on another phone and there's nothing there but darkness. It's very strange. And yet the video on demand was there, but it's just pitch black now. Very strange. I shall have to look into that and find out why that is. Not that anyone's watching. Of course, we've had this before, haven't we? It's just to see whether or not technically it works. And technically, it doesn't appear to be working. Because that doesn't look like a stream, does it? Even though there's a chat room underneath it. That shall need some YouTube working out, I think. And if not, I'll bollocks Twitch off and start doing it on Kick instead. Just for technical purposes. You don't have Twitch. It's massive, by the way, don't forget. Twitch is huge, but it's always normally gaming streamers are the main thing. So it'll be teenage lads giving it loads of pew rather than chatting. There is a just chatting section on there. Harris Heller goes on there quite a lot, as does Jack's Films when he does his Sniper Wolf bingo nights. So there is some really good stuff on there, but you need to be fairly well known, or you need to go on likes of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and what have you, and push your channel. And on TikTok as well, which, you know, sorry, but I am doing it just to show a bit of willing. But it's YouTube, that's where my heart is, that's where my fam is. Yep. I'd dodge it if I were you as well, Mandy. It's not worth it. It's worth it for me just to see if I can technically do these kind of things and how it looks. Which obviously at the moment I've got this stream is coming out sound and that one just pitch black, but the video on demand is on there. It is so strange. I wonder if Oh no, I can't. I was going to try and stream it to my telly in here, but I've unplugged my Chromecast so I can plug in my massive light. I am such a techno tit, aren't I? Absolutely. I have definitely got that gear acquisition syndrome that people talk about. I need to be careful, otherwise I will just end up spending an absolute fortune on technical stuff that I don't really need. You watch World of Tanks on Twitch? Yeah, it is good for stuff like that. Nice for any kind of game that you like. Oh, there you go, Mandy. You cried that one in again. Level 15. Once you reach level 42, I'll have to give you a base solo. Yeah, World of Tanks. I don't mind watching people gaming. It sounds like a stupid thing to do, but I don't mind watching it at all. Twitch is brilliant for that. Especially as I can't really game myself at the moment because of my knackered hand. Yes, go you, go you. Well deserved. And at least we're doing all right, aren't we? Shall I send myself a message on Twitch? Let's have a look. See if it comes up anywhere. There you go. It's cropped up, so why can't I see it on my other phone? Bullshit, man. Has that not come up on the Botrixy thing? It should have come up on Botrix. Why has it not come up on there? Good to have in the background, definitely. Hang on, just check on the profile. Settings. No. Oh well. You see, Restream is showing that a message on Twitch has popped up because I just sent myself a message, but it didn't show up on Botrix even though it's linked. This is bizarre. Should I unlink it? No, I don't want to unlink it, do I? Settings doesn't come up with anything though. Bloody awful. Yeah, Botrix is not playing right at all. Botrix is being an absolute knob. Oh, hello. Although Botrix is now saying that my other phone has got 5 points on the league leaders place on there. Right, hang on. Oh, that's why. Yeah, back to the normal loyalty. How bizarre. How bizarre. Definitely. I don't really want to get off Botrix and use something else, even though I know other things will work. I know the Restream embed in stream thing is on there, so I could use that. But I like the fact that we've got Botrix on the screen. I like the fact that it normally, yeah, don't press buttons. I won't. But I need to press buttons because otherwise some of the stuff that's supposed to happen won't happen. And we know the things that are supposed to happen today. But yeah, I sent myself a message on there saying this is awful, resign. And it didn't show up on screen. That is absolutely disgraceful behaviour. I will have to look into why this is. So, while I'm sat outside people's houses in the freezing cold, waiting for them to finish making cups of tea or do their hair, that'll be what I'm doing. Watching videos, trying to work shit out. That's what I spent seeing. Oh, God. That's what I seem to spend most of my time doing. Going through YouTube, trying to work out how to fix shit. I've managed to do a couple of things, though. Yeah, how's Lizzie doing? She's not been around for a while. I know there was a few problems in the family, wasn't there? And Lizzie has a tendency to go a little bit quiet when stuff like that happens. So hopefully things will improve and she'll reach back out to us. We don't want to start bombarding her with messages, but if she does get in contact with someone, just let her know we've all been asking. She's a good one, is our Lizzie. If this is linked, is the chat floating in the other? No. Nothing's happening. Like I say, this is showing as being live for 20 minutes, but if the screen is black, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's my phone, I don't know if it's just Twitch being a knob, but the last one I did, the video on demand, was crystal clear, and all the stuff that shows on the screen on this showed on the screen on there. But the I got one message last week that didn't show up either, did it? So it must be something I need to do to have the Twitch comments going through as well. I have linked both things on Botrix. I must have just missed something out. These things do happen. I'm not infallible. Obviously I'm not infallible, Jesus. I shouldn't say that, should I? I'm not infallible, Jesus. Not that I'm arsed. I'm an atheist. Yeah, keep it, remember. Chatting. Points make potatoes. Don't forget to like as well. Because if you like, you get a little bit of a ping thing happens. Is it black because your phone camera is on the table? Well, it's all coming through that camera there. That one. The 3D one. Everything should just come through OBS into Restream, and then Restream sends it to 2 separate platforms. So what you get on YouTube should be the exact same thing you see on Twitch. On Sunday, I might just bin Twitch off and try to kick instead and see if that works. And if it doesn't, then there's something that I'm doing wrong, obviously. It's not. It is not, no. But this is tech shit for you, isn't it? This is what happens when we're trying to push, not just buttons, we're trying to push the envelope, the boundaries of what is possible. We've gone multi-platform. We've gone interdepartmental, as Mickey Flanagan would say. And I'm still getting messages, go away, I don't want that, I don't want that. I haven't got anywhere near my daily steps target. So my phone's going mad. So you've been lazy. I haven't. I have been running around like an absolute dickhead. Steve, do you know what, mate? If you can, have a quick look. It should be under Tricadelic, I think. Where are we? I wonder if it's on. Have I got Twitch? Have my Twitch on here live? Yes, I know I'm live. You know. I've got a red little dot next to me, which is showing that I'm supposed to be live. Yes, I've got an achievement like clockwork apparently, because I started my stream at the exact time I said I would do. This is the stream that I can't see anywhere. Strange. Very strange. Barnsley, how you doing, mate? How's things? Yep. Me Netherlands bobble. The Netherlands is more than just Holland. They are just 2 little areas. Well, 2 large areas within the Netherlands. I do like it. I've got there's a hoodie thing to go with it as well. You could split screen kick on Sunday if you want. I don't go live to kick. It's not that kick, K-I-K. K-I-C-K. Which is another streaming Ujima flip. Never thought of that. That is slightly confusing, isn't it? Because you can go live on Kick as well. Kick and Kick. No, Kick is the one. I had dreams, didn't I? I looked too far. Called myself Nicarus because I flew too close to the sun. That's what it is. But you don't know if these things work or not until you try them. You know what I mean? But of course, the good thing, if Twitch was working and I got millions and millions of viewers, I'd be rich within days. Which obviously is not going to happen. Do I get to watch myself on Twitch, or is that not a thing? Right, so I've just seen myself, and then it's gone a black screen. Why the bleeding hell is that? See, that's me. One viewer, and the viewer's me as well. But it's not showing at all. How very, very odd. I wonder why that is. I'm really going to have to look into this, aren't I? Is there something on the Twitch side of things I haven't done? Have I not pressed the button? Is that what the issue is? It's not a case of pressing buttons, it's not pressing buttons which causes problems. No, I don't even know what, you can't do it through the app, can you? It must be something. Restream, is it Restream I need to look at? To hell with the consequences, who cares? As long as me YouTube peeps are here. Got to keep smashing the hours as well, haven't we? Yep, stick with YouTube. The OG, that's where I started. That's where my heart is. Giving props to my peeps. I need to be careful doing that. I was listening to Ice-T in the car earlier on, so I could go and pop caps in people's asses. It's so weird. Ooh, settings. No, settings, you dickhead. Audio only. No, I don't want audio only. Chat only or audio only. What the bleed now? No idea what's going on here. So strange. Do I need a certain amount of watch hours before it'll work? Man, you wonder how many points level 16 is? We have no idea. We're into uncharted territories here. Yeah, just a blank screen. Same with me, Steve. I don't know what it is that's causing problems. But when I finish here tonight, I will look, because I think it was the same last week on Sunday when I tried it. And then after the event had finished, the video on demand was on Twitch. It was there in all its glory. So I have no idea why it's not working, but I will definitely have a look. Barnsley, have you had any snow yet? Up on them there hills? Yeah, it's at one point at the start, at the beginning, but not live. Yeah, it's I don't know. There must be something I'm not doing. There must be a setting somewhere. I'm going through OBS into Restream. I'm using Botrix. I'm going to 2 different places at once. Something was bound to fuck up, really, wasn't it? Susan, how you doing? Is it snowing in Las Vegas? It appears to be snowing lots of places, but here at the moment. It was a bit frosty this morning, though. Jeez, I had to leave 10 minutes early to make sure I was safe to drive. It was very cold, very cold. And the sun was incredibly low again. There wasn't enough cloud to cover it up this time. I'm just glad that it didn't rain beforehand. But even so, a really low sunshine and ice on the roads. Treacherous, man, treacherous. Wasn't good. No snow in the desert. You do get bad weather in Vegas though, don't you? It does actually get cold. I always thought it was red hot all the time, but obviously it's not, is it? We know these things now. Ooh. Yeah. No snow there either. In our Manchester area. It will eventually come though, won't it? Manchester always seems to get especially up on the hills and what have you, on the moors. We won't get it here because we never do. You have to go back, proper 12 years or so. Last time we had a proper snow here. Is the Vegas Dome thing as good as it looks on videos? That's a very good question. Susan, do you know about this? That Vegas Dome, is it? Because it looks remarkable. Genuinely looks remarkable. An incredible piece of engineering. I know it's lost loads of money, hasn't it? Obviously, if you open something like that, it will take a while before it starts turning coin, but it's pretty. Must be mad having something like that just sort of there where you are. I suppose it's the same. I think I've mentioned this to Susan before. It's the same for me when I'm walking to work early hours of the morning, having to go in really early. I can walk down Matthew Street, just round the corner from the office, and it's full of Japanese tourists with cameras, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, because it's where the Beatles were, and I might just get out my way, I'm going to work, it's no big deal. But it isn't to me because it's just there, but for other people it's massive. Kirsty, you need to do slidey writing, you do. Get on that slidey writing and level up. Everyone needs to. Do you want to build a dome in London but can't poo-pooed it? Do you know what? I never know what's happening in London because Sadiq Khan keeps getting blamed for stuff that has nothing to do with him as well. I love the fact that they tried to blame the ULEZ zone on him, despite the fact that it was Boris Johnson, the Conservative mayor, who brought it in. And then the expansion of ULEZ to the whole of the M25 was ordered by Grant Shapps, the Conservative minister. And yeah, Sadiq Khan keeps getting blamed for it because obviously he's a brown scapegoat. Keep them arguing with him, keep them thinking immigration is the issue, when really it's not. It's the pricks in charge with the issue. Dissolved Narcissus. Right, that's it. I'm starting a heavy metal band. A heavy metal skiffle band called Dissolved Narcissus. Used to get snowed in regular when you were a kid, but hardly any snow for years. Yeah, it has changed, hasn't it? I mean, the whole of the UK seems to have changed, but we've always had the Gulf Stream, so we're a little bit warmer than a lot of Northern Europe, which part of that does help with the snow, because it's quite wet and still fairly cold during the really cold parts of winter. So we have plenty of snow, but that seems to have disappeared. I can't remember. Like I say, it must be 12 years maybe. The last time we had a real snow here. Kirsty, you live in London, you've got no clue what's happening. Yeah. Mind you, London is a massive place, isn't it? With 9 million people, it's a fairly large area with loads of different places, and there's loads of stuff happening in all the other different places, and it's just mad. Boris's Teflon slides off him onto someone else, always the way. It's ridiculous. I said he can't, you're to blame for you, Les, and you look back and go, no, it wasn't. It was brought in by Bo Rees. I can't believe anyone gave him a job. He got sacked twice for lying, didn't he, from newspapers, and then he thought it was a good idea to sack a serial liar and hire him as a politician. Bell. It takes more than a few lines of Latin or reading Greek classics to be a good politician. The scruffy twat. All that money, and he still looks like a hedge that's been dragged through a man backwards. Speaking of which, Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. Britain's Got Talent, Simon Cowell damn near shat himself when I rocked up, I'm not surprised. Oi, gondola prick, come back, we need a chat. Don't annoy Jeff. Your kids will never sleep again. Jeff, to be honest, mate, there's times when I can't sleep after seeing some of the shit you get up to. Yeah, and funnily enough, Kirsty comes up with Jeff Occluder at the same time. Jeff cannot be trusted. Jeff is a dodgy boiler. I certainly wouldn't be annoying him, I know that. If I was one of them gondola, what are they, pilots, drivers, jockeys? What do you call somebody? I don't know, what is it? No catwalk Jeff. No, there is some catwalk Jeff stuff coming up, I think. Might be an idea to see if we can do a full-on series of Catwalk Jeff. If I get 12 of them together, I might do a calendar for 2024. The many faces of Jeff, with cheekbones for days. I must admit he did look fit, didn't he, last week? Jeff. Oh, sorry, last week, Sunday. But he is definitely dodgy. Jeff could be the next Bond, couldn't he? The name's Bond, Bastard Bond. License to Kill, definitely License to Kill. Jesus. He is evil. Truly evil. But he's has got a certain kind of charm about him, I think. A certain je ne sais quoi. A certain Jeff say ne quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Oh, yeah. Either or, I can't remember. Not good, this. Struggling with English. I'd have to be quick for the calendar, yeah, I know. But Jeff's Jeff. Jeff doesn't mind if he comes out in April and you have to go back for 3 months just checking him out. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Yes, I haven't put that on the... What I might do then for the next one, I'll put Botrix up and I'll put Restream Chat on the other side and see what happens. Yeah, there seems to be... I can tweet that as well, apparently. Congratulations, you've received loads of messages. I can tweet it. Is it still a tweet? If it's going to X. Unless I'm aiming for 2025. Jeff has been around for about the last 8,000 years. Jeff doesn't care about these things. Jeff plays by his own rules. Jeff has his own concept of time. Jeff is as Jeff does. Yeah, it's a bit late, isn't it, for calendars, but there you go. Jeff merch will be flying off the shelves next year. Just you watch. I should have took Jeff to the match, shouldn't I, on Sunday? As soon as the referee starts cheating, just throw him on the pitch and tear him limb from limb. Have a calendar start in June. Yes, a lot of people do, don't they? Work calendars. I've got my old diaries from work. We're all... Is it June? Or July to June it is, isn't it? Because that way you've got the summer holidays and you've got the start of term and then all the way through Crimbo and Easter, wherever you're all the way down to the end, the summer holidays again. So it fits in better with term time workers and things like that. So we always had our calendars July to June. Don't need them anymore, don't. I'm not playing that game, man. I'm not playing that game. Why am I... still getting messages. I don't care. I know I'm live. I know I'm fucking live. I'm here. I'm here, you know, I am here. Stupid bastard thing. No, Mandy, it wasn't a joke. It was just a suggestion that you didn't realise was a good one. These things are genuine. If you go into Tesco or Asda or whichever is your supermarket of choice, you can go in there and you can see diaries and stuff that start July to June. Yep. April the 5th, the financial year calendars, for those who are working, of course, needs to be the proper fiscal year. Well, no, they start on the 6th, wouldn't they? Because the 5th is the last day. The 6th starts the financial year. A day that lives in infamy for the civil service. A very, very, very busy few days for anybody who works in that particular oeuvre. As is January, with the self-assessment returns that can get exceptionally busy. And tax credits renewals used to be chocker as well. That used to be up until August the 31st, then July. Are there 31 days in August? I can't remember. Mind you, I'm not knackered at the moment. I can't remember my own name. Yeah, but August, and then it got put back to July. So the whole 3 months is always really busy, or was, before it got binned off to universal credit. Don't do calendars, do colanders. You can sell them all year round. Good idea. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for, Barnsey. Good merch ideas. Merch that would sell. Jeff, the housewife's favourite, with their Jeff colanders. And you could make the film like Calendar Girls. You could have colander Jeffs, and it'd just be a list of high cheekbones catwalk Jeffs selling colanders, or with colanders over his scaly man thing. I don't want to start thinking about what Jeff's thing is like. Not good. Kirsty, that's definitely working well for you there, isn't it? The slidey. Like, what the hell's slidey right? I'm not pissed. A bit fast show that one. I'm not pissed, you know. Yeah, with his well-placed iced buns. I've never actually seen that film. I've just seen clips of it. Looks like an absolutely incredible cast, though, has to be said. Ooh, I'm being warned to protect my streak. It is. It's the Dutch hat. I think the hat looks simply sensational. My go-to joke in work, just to annoy people, just keep repeating it and repeating it whenever there's anyone new. You lived in Holland, did you? Yeah. Speak some Dutch, okay. You know what Windows is in Dutch? No. Windows! And then I'd leave it at that and walk away. And it became terribly unfunny until it became hugely funny again afterwards. Keep on doing it. Fast show style. But yes, ice sponge. Don't be streaking in this weather. Yep. My streak is up to 190. 190 days of streaking. Which is not too bad going, really, is it? It's on Duolingo, me streak, by the way. Me Dutch streak. I used to go and do about 7 or 8 lessons in a day. And I've got to the point now where I just do one to maintain the streak, and then I just about get away with that before I have to throw my phone at the wall. Yes. You can see what you've done there, Mandy. You wouldn't be able to see what I was doing if I was streaking in this weather. Bloody hell. Steve McLaren with his Dutch accent, that was ridiculous. Same as Joey Barton with his French accent when he lived over in, was it Marseille he went to? Yeah, with Steve McLaren. That was, again, that was like a fast show sketch, wasn't it? Or Only Fools and Horses. I can speak German. What is your name? It is with Steve McLaren. If I speak with a Dutch accent, they'll be able to understand me. That's fucking Dutch. Every one of them can speak better English than you can. You daft gat. Neil, how you doing, mate? We're chatting on the Spurs pod. Good to hear it. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad, apart from the fact that Twitch has been an absolute gimp. I'm trying to multi-stream or multicast or simulcast or whatever it is. And Twitch has just decided possibly that I would break the internet if they showed me face. So I think I'm currently going out audio only on that particular platform. Whereas YouTube get me in all my glory. Streaking and all. Nice to see you then, mate. Our Spurs getting on. Do you know what? After what happened at the weekend, I've not even bothered looking at any footy. I seen on Twitter earlier on the Wolves decisions and everything. That was bad enough. I just can't bring myself to watch the Premier League at the moment. It's an absolute cesspit. Cesspit, I tell you. Not that we need to worry about it for too much longer because we'll end up in the Championship. And if we do, I will go to Norwich away and I will swing by and say hello, Steve. Has Ange been found out yet? Steve, are we talking about Spurs there, or are you watching old episodes of EastEnders? Or Ange? It does sound, doesn't he, Ange Postecoglou? It does sound like he should be a character in EastEnders. A Barrow boy. A Cockney Barrow boy. 3 losses in a row and got City away on Sunday. Oh, Jesus. Mind you, you've got a fairly okay record against City, haven't you, at times? I know you beat them last season, didn't you? At, I was going to say Main Road. At the Etihad. I hope we do, mate. To be honest, there's so many people involved in this now who are looking at the rules and regulations. Andy Burnham looked at it and just said, you've changed the rules halfway through the investigation and what you've sent out isn't even legally binding. So it looks like there's going to be all kinds of murder. Glasgow female USA legend Stevie Nicks or Barbara Streisand? Stevie Nicks would be good. I think Glastonbury's the kind of thing that would suit her because, well, actually, the legend spot would probably suit Barbara Streisand. I think just Stevie Nicks turning up at Glastonbury and playing somewhere would suit her better. 11 players out, injured. Oof, heavy salad that, mate. Can we have Richarlison back, please? Please, 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 can we? I know quite a few Spurs fans would probably happily drive him up there. Madonna, oh, right. I think I'd rather watch Maradona, and he's been dead for years. Yeah, too big of a club to stay down. The problem with that, though, Barnsley, is so were Leeds, so were Sheffield Wednesday, so were Notts Forest, and they were down for years. Richie's injured. Ugh, man. Typical. He's coming back, you know. He will come back. It's the same as Stephen Pienaar. Went for the money and the possibility of Champions League and then realised that he'd left a place where he was at home. Some clubs work out for certain players, some don't. Everton, Richarlison's Everton. Simple as. Some clubs just have that vibe with players. I always got that with Spurs. Christian Eriksen and Luka Modric just seem to be Spurs players for me. Perfectly suited to what the fans want to see. And it seems to be the club that was perfectly suited to them. I think Richarlison needs 40,000 angry Scousers screaming constantly. That's why if you see him in training, he's always got a smile on his face. And if you see him on the pitch on match day, he's permanently scowling. He needs to be back home. Once he's fit, obviously. Yeah, again, I know it's not a live thing, but me current steps is nowhere near me target. Yeah, I know, because I spent the entire day driving around like a fucking dick. That's why. Yeah, fingers crossed for snow on the 19th. Yeah, Steve Modric's done fantastic at Real. He really has. But it seems to Spurs seem to suit him. Or when certain players seem fitted to certain clubs, I just think Modric and Eriksen were perfect Spurs players, and I think the club was perfect for them. Kev, yo, how's it going, bro? Yo, bro, what's happening, bro? Neil, you got your local Glastonbury ticket confirmed. Happy days, loads of photo bombs. That was what we want to see. Plenty of them. Neil levelled up, brilliant. Botrix is just throwing out points like he's handing out sweets here. Jeff must be well up for it. Sorry, just quick text message to a family member. Not great television or not great YouTubery, I know, but it's fairly important, this. Right, there we go. Message back. There will be another one back, obviously. That's me niece Lois, by the way, so she isn't watching, but she's got a shout out. And you know what kids are like, don't you? They'll have a bit of a shout out on social media. Yeah, the levelling up, Neil. The levelling up is the more chat you put in the chat, the more you level up on the leaderboard on Botrix. Some of the people near the top are slightly obsessed with earning points, which is no bad thing because it makes it look like my streams are absolutely incredible. So I'm quite happy with that, even though they are amateurish at best. Especially if you're watching on Twitch. I apologise to people who are watching a black screen on Twitch, but something is, how you say, fuckhead along the way. And I don't know if it's OBS, Restream, Twitch, YouTube, or Botrix, or me. But I have pressed buttons and things have been alright. Not obsessed, honest. You're going for Champions League places, and it's we're getting nasty towards the top. But I like it. Keeps it interesting. There's loads of mid-table going on, but the top of the table are really fighting it out for that last couple of Champions League points. Kirsty, how many points for you to level up? I have got no idea. Botrix just makes shit up on the spot. Jeff interferes with all this as well. There's levels and there's points, and they're two different things. The levels are dictated to by how much you chat, how many chats you put in. I think the points is down to how often you're watching, how many minutes you watch. I think. I don't know. Newcastle are beating Paris Saint-Germain. Oof. That's one of those games where I'd be quite happy if both teams lost. Yeah, can you afford the roaming charges from Tenerife? It's roaming charges from anywhere. Well dodgy. Mandy's working out the level pointage. It is strictly research. Speaking of which, is Angela Rippon still in? Yep. To be fair, Mandy has got a decent understanding of how it works because there's a thing, isn't there? There's a link that goes out occasionally with you can click on the league table. Levels is chat amount, yeah. So your XP for chatting, and your points is for how long you've been watching. Yeah, Newcastle need to stay safe in Paris, definitely. Their own fault for acting like knobheads at home, unfortunately. That's always the way. Do not fuck about with European football teams when you're at home in the first leg. Never a good idea. And vice versa, as I think it was Atalanta one of the Italian teams came to. We played them at their place. Thing they played it was our place and they got levelled absolutely everywhere because they shouldn't be messing around. Kev, no, you are at level 3, mate. Doing fantastic. Everyone's got points, everyone's got levels. It's nice to see. Even I have. Just through watching me Twitch. Even though I'm not actually watching it because it's just completely black. Yep, another message sent. There you go. Clickable Drucker de Bredest. That sounds like another great band name. If there's anyone watching who's in a band who's struggling to find names, Kirsty will get you 100 names per stream. Your garden's too small for a tree. Could be a bonsai tree. What's wrong? Is there any such thing as a bonsai money tree? A funny money tree. Yeah, the NHS STD gig is a good gig. Plenty of cash around for that one. Kirsty, what level are you? Just quickly update this. Level 11, Kirsty. There's only 2 people ahead of you. Hadwig is on 13 and Mandy's on 15. So you need to keep on sliding. Yeah, only needs to be a small tree if it's growing Monday, especially if it's the folding money. That's not too heavy, not as heavy as pound coins. A little bonsai tree, spraying out the euros, that's what you want to see. Money trees die outside in this weather. Maybe not. Maybe that's where cold hard cash comes from. Who are we? Who are we to tell? We don't know these things. Love that though when he said money doesn't grow on trees. Fucking does. It's made out of paper. Idiots. Yep. Mandy level 15. But to be fair, Mandy's been here for every stream, haven't you? Don't think you've missed one. And the same, Hadwig has been to most. Kirsty has as well. Casper as well, actually. And Steve. Bloody hell. Everyone's doing well there. I like seeing it because it shows just how much support I receive, to be honest. And it's nice to see. More support than I actually deserve, but there you go. I need to sort more plants out. Obviously, that's called Stella, apparently. I think it's a spidery plant that's about to die fairly soon anyway. The Japanese peace lily came to an unfortunate end. I think that one died. One of the lights decided to tumble off the top of there onto it and crushed it into fucking pieces. So that got hoofed into the green bin. So I've got fake ones there. Fake plants. Because that's how I roll. Or you don't need to water them, you just need to polish them occasionally. Discovered Herbicide. Yeah, that's a punk metal band, that one. I'd go and watch Discovered Herbicide. I bet you the mosh pit is absolutely Ertz Van Rentel at a Discovered Herbicide gig. Do you know any one of us that plays music on here? Kev, mate, who else? Casper, anyone that plays instruments, plays music, can record music. Just start recording loads of music and stick it on Spotify under all these names. One of them is going to go viral, aren't they? Jeff officially Phoenix. Officieel heet Stuart. Couldn't have said it better myself. We don't want any official Jeff shit. Jeff's bad juju, man. He's bad juju. There's Haitian high priests who bring dead bodies back to life, who worship at the altar of Jeff. That's we need to steer clear of trying to keep Jeff involved in this utter rubbish. Oh, yes, yes. Right, more messages. Still expecting the child to ring at some point as well. Dad. I've got no idea where she is. No idea what she's doing. No idea what time of the day or night I'll have to be around. I had to pick her up on, was it Sunday? Don't know why I'm asking you, you went there. Sunday, I think it was. It was the first really cold night in a while. So I made sure I got in the car. I said, let us know when you're at Sandhills. We normally say, let us know when you're at Brundle Sands and Crosby or something. So I said, tell me when you get to Sandhills and I'll go and have a bit of a drive. And I went for a 10-minute drive before I got to the station, just to make sure the car was warm, because I'm good like that, aren't I? I mean, sod the ozone layer. I've got a car full of teenage girls who'll be freezing. Got to make sure they're warm. I still had to wait anyway for ages until the train turned up, so I had my blanket. If there was more me on the stream, that melty faced get would be rich by now. Jeff. Marvellous Jeff, isn't he? No wonder we all love him. You heartless, vicious, blue-skinned bastard. That's your Jeff officially there. Very Jeff officially. I hate him. Can't say it too loudly, obviously, because he's truly evil, and he's got mates over in that corner over there. And, I can't sleep with one eye open all the time. Well, I could try. Actually, speaking of which, Horace's haikus. It's getting colder. Frosty car windows today. My dick's disappeared. Horace, mate, seriously. Definitely something wrong with him. You're hanging around with Jeff too much. It's not good. And put that down. You cut yourself. Ridiculous. This is what I have to put up with on a daily basis. Jelly beans, yes. I forgot to put the jelly beans in the car. I will have to put them in there. It's cold now at least, so they won't congeal into one big melted block of jelly bean. But I will remember. I will take it with me. And hopefully, if I see her later on tonight, which I think I probably will do at some point, I will furnish child with said jelly beans, because she does deserve them. Been working so hard. I know. He started off as a gent, and then Jeff's been hanging round. They've been drinking special brew around the back of the bingo, and it's terrible. I mean, Kippers didn't need any real pulling in the wrong direction. Watford 2, Norwich 2, and the battle of the yellows. Well, Watford Watford actually playing yellow these days? They played in a sort of an orangey yellow for a while, didn't they? Come on, Norwich. Don't like Watford. Terrible gang of absolute bells they are. Was it Marco Silva we took off them? And they all turned up at Goodison with the inflatable snakes. Dickhead. Of course he was going to leave Watford for Everton. For fuck's sake. City getting beat 2-0 at home. Oh, man. Must be loads of games on tonight. Why am I doing this if there's loads of games on? Yeah, City against RB Leipzig. Well, come on, City. I cannot stand RB Leipzig. Isak scored for Newcastle. Got told about him before he even went to, was it Real Sociedad he went to? By my friend in Stockholm who said he is going to be the next big thing. Yep, come on, you yellows. That's what you want to see. Just check the in-play as well. Oh, Feyenoord are playing Atletico Madrid, aren't they? Forgot about that. Milan against Dortmund. Bloody hell, some good games on tonight. Young boys. I wonder if they've got jumpers for goalposts. Loads of championship games. Oh, right. Middlesbrough are beating Preston 3-0. So, of course, I'm delighted for Middlesbrough, but I've got loads of mates who are from Preston. I've got a soft spot for them. I like Preston as a place and as a team. But, of course, I want Borough to win that one. Who else is playing? Wigan against Fleetwood. Ooh, should be tasty. Very tasty. Wrexham are at Harrogate. Tranmere at Mansfield. Right, so 3 of my dad's 4 football teams are playing tonight. And only one is winning. Typish. Sehr typisch. Well, I wonder if he sent his usual message out. He normally sends a message out every match day. Good luck to FC20, Middlesbrough and Wrexham fans and Everton, whoever. Good luck to our travelling supporters. Seems to be very well received by them as well, as you would think so. Yes, football, Mandy, football, but it's only quickly. You've got white chocolate toffee fees and frazzles. Is that like the B-side to the handbags and the glad rags? Yep. If you ever see COY followed by anything, it's come on you, and then whatever colour the team playing or whatever the nickname is. With Everton, you also get hashtag UTFT, which is up the fucking toffees. On the ball city, yep. Loads of little hashtags that you'll see all over football, Twitter especially. Leeds always have that MOT, don't they, at the end of it? Marching on together. Come on, you Spurs. Yep. We've also got COYB, come on, you Blues. That gets mentioned quite a lot. Don't worry, Mandy. We'll get back to Strictly as soon as we can. Is anyone watching I'm a Celebrity? I'm not. Yeah, the oldest football chant in the world it is, isn't it? I remember seeing that somewhere. That's the kind of thing that we as a country should be proud of, and of course Norwich should be really proud of as a team. Just how old some of the stuff that we have in this country, it's, you know, when it comes to like whether it's football or sports in general, music, comedy and what have you, how far some of our stuff goes back. And that's without looking at like some bleeding Stonehenge and what have you. It's mad how far things will go back. How old football stadiums can be, and nicknames and kits and what have you, and songs. Just there's other places around the world, other leagues where they look at it and think that's stupid. Football cannot be that old. It is. Right, so if you're watching it on +1. Kirsty, no worries. Be lucky going to the shop. Don't fall over. Don't break anything. Don't drop your charger. Yeah, I can't bring myself to watch I'm a Celebrity. Well, actually, I can't bring myself to watch any reality TV show because it just encourages them to make more of them. The only way I'd watch it is if it was pro-celebrity suicide bombing or something. That's going to probably get me banned, isn't it, off the tube of you for saying the S word. Despite the fact that it's the name of a few things, isn't it? Already forgot what OTBC stands for. Oh, the best chat. That's what it stands for. Of course. On the ball, City. That's the kind of thing that if you had a pub quiz and it came up, it might be dragged up from somewhere and you go, right, I know what that is. Then everyone will think you're a footy fan and that will ruin your life. Yes, I know. Stop sending me messages. Me 190-day streak is not the most important thing I've got. Never mind the danger, feel the width. As Jeff would say. Still nothing happening, Twitch-wise. I'm going to send another message. Make it look like I've got loads of stuff going on over there. You are more likely to remember on the best chat because it's true as well. Right, I've just sent a message saying it's dark. And of course, that's not showing up anywhere, is it? Despite the fact that it is there. I wonder, embed in stream, does that give me a account settings? Ooh, hello. Supported platforms, account settings. I'm pressing buttons while this is going on, I don't care. We're going right in this. We're going full in. No, streaming setup. I wonder. Do I need to? Oh, I don't know. I think I might have to go into Twitch and put something else in there, I think. Oh, I know, I don't know how to get back from there. Where am I? There we go. It's not an illusion, I can see it myself. I can see it with my own 3 eyes. Embed in stream. Copy. What does launch do? Does launch put it on the screen? No. Or do I have to put another chat thing up? Should we try it? Should we see what happens? Browser. We'll call that Restream chat. Okie dokie do. 800 by 1080. We'll do that so it does the whole length of the screen. 1080 being the amount of pixels going down. 1920 by 1080. Don't know why I'm giving you all this, but I am, because I'm like that, and that's the way it is. This doesn't work, it's just getting deleted straight away, right? I hope you know that. Right, Restream chat. It's going to take up half the thing, isn't it? But very quickly. Can you see that? Can you see it? Is it working? Someone send a message. Yes. Kippers will be getting done in a minute. I'm going to do him, not a kipper. Right. Has that shown up? It did, didn't it? That's just shown up. The reason the rhymer said hello. See, that should be on Botrix as well. So I don't know why this bullshit isn't working. Why? It should be, there's something obviously, because obviously if Twitch is not showing the video and Botrix is not showing the yeah, it's tiny because I've only done it specifically to see if it worked, I could make it. Oh, no, I need to stop doing that. I could make it bigger by playing with it. But you know what? No, we're sticking with Botrix because that's how we roll. And I will spend the rest of this week until Sunday working this shit out. I might have to have a little bit of a mess and see if I can get Twitch to show actual video as well as audio. Not that it's a big deal because there's no bastard there watching, but you know, at least I can go and tell the kids I'm a Twitch streamer. You know what I mean? Matron, yes. Very matron. Anyway, you asked for it. Here it comes.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
It's Kipper's Corner.
Kippers kicks ass.
Spider lays eggs in man's toe during cruise holiday. Colin Blake and his wife had spent the evening in Marseille in the south of France when his toe swelled up and turned purple. Nothing on your body should turn purple. Well, no, actually, no, we won't go there. He later discovered he'd been bitten by a Peruvian wolf spider. That sounds evil, doesn't it? Just the sound of it sounds evil. Which had laid eggs inside his toe. And despite having treatment to remove them, one hatched. Look at it. Ugh, man, look at it. That is truly evil. I think the phrase I'm looking for is, fuck that's sky high.
Kippers kicks ass.
That is not nice. That is definitely not nice. I think the people on Twitch have got away with murder by not watching that. Did you see the face on it? That's the kind of thing that would roll its sleeves up and offer you out in the garden. Man, horrible. Definitely not good. Yeah, be very, very glad it didn't lay eggs elsewhere. You don't want anything else turning purple and expanding. I mean, there's those things that burrow into you and lay eggs. There's things that swim up your old chap and then cling onto the sides so that when you pee it comes out like a soda stream. Right, trigger warning for spiders. I remember that. Hopefully next time there won't be a spider thing. It'll be something a bit nicer. Like a woman giving birth as she travels at 60 mile an hour or something. But a trigger warning, that might be a good thing to make. I might make a trigger warning just in case. Should have a trigger warning with Jeff as well. Natural Viagra. It's a double-edged sword, unfortunately. It might give you the ride, you know, but at the same time, just seeing that thing would make you, it would disappear. His missus gave birth to Spider-Man soon. Yes. Ugh. Oh, man. You want to know exactly what kind of effect that's had on him. Not just mentally, but actually physically. Has anything, has spider DNA got into him? Sounds evil. Looks evil. Peruvian wolf spider. It's probably not even anywhere near Peru. That's just someone who's bored and thought, what can we call this evil looking get? Call it the most mad. In fact, I tell you what, it's probably Kirsty who's named that by doing that on a slideys. Call it Peruvian wolf spider. No one will know the difference. By the way, if the lights go out, I apologise. I think I've charged them up enough, but I just completely forgot was running around like a dickhead today. Yeah, if he starts shooting webs, especially when his wife's not there. He was in France, wasn't he? Not Peru. Yep. But does it come from Peru? Or has someone just decided to give it a backstory that it doesn't really deserve? bored shitless. What can I do? There's a spider over there. I'll give it a name. Neil, yeah. No way on earth that I'd ever live in Australia. Absolutely everything that's there is designed deliberately to kill you. I'm surprised that there's anyone who believes in religion or a god in Australia. Imagine going around knocking door to door. Do you believe in our Lord Jesus Christ and God, our Saviour? Well, no. Nothing benevolent could have created this shithole of a place. Absolute paradise. And have filled it full of vileness. So that's what you get for living in a gorgeous country with beautiful beaches and fantastic seas. Everything needs to kill you. It's mad. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, we did start it, man. We did. Shooting webs, that's disgusting though. If I get banned, it's your fault. But anyway, if it's not showing the video on Twitch, but it does show the video on demand, why? How does that work? The video must have been there. Oh, I don't know. Who cares? It's no big deal, is it? It's just me chatting shat. Made from his hands. Well, where else would it be? So you're saying it's one off the rest, do you, Mandy? Filth. Absolute filthmonger. Go and have 5 Bloody Marys and 1 Hello Dolly. The last live was there, it was, wasn't it? It didn't get shown live at the time, but the video on demand turned up. And it looked very, very HD. So, just don't get why it's showing a black screen, but the audio is coming through. I think the audio is coming through. We'll check. Is the audio coming through? Is the audio coming through? I think that proves beyond doubt that the audio is coming through. From or on, or both. There's a stream key. What is it, man? What is it? Why is it not working? I hate it when I can't work things out. I'm quite a technophile. I like knowing things. I'm not scared to push buttons. And if something does go wrong, 99 times out of 100, I will know why it's gone wrong. But with this, I can't quite work it out in my head. Why? Do I have to go into the settings on Twitch and say that this is where it's coming from? Restream just say that when you click on the link Twitch to this account, it does it for you. Copy and paste RTMP settings into me. I've done it. I've linked it. It's linked. I have done it. It has been linked. Right, so again, I'm testing about on Restream, trying to find out why it's not working. View on Twitch. We'll view on Twitch, shall we? So it's now taking me to this stream. There it is. Pitch black. Why is it showing it's not off? Just play the damn thing. Second Egypt. Is this live now? Is this live now? Is it? No, this is going back earlier on. All a bit weird. Can't work it out. This was an hour ago, apparently. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Right, Psychedelic is stream and watch now. Ain't nothing there, blood. Now I'm going to work this out, you know. Report something else. Welcome to the chat room. I've gone a bit jumpy, stop pressing buttons. It's not, it's just me. Right, no more buttons. But when I do finish this, I am going to have a look as to why that would be. Hit it. Hit it with the pig. Where did that come from? I can't remember. That used to be a thing years ago. Hit it with the pig. But anyway, I'm supposed to be doing really well, aren't I? Me Twitch hours are going up. There's no one watching, but my hours are going up. Marvellous. We'll get there though. There'll be something on YouTube which tells you how to do it. There's something on YouTube for everything, isn't there? No matter what. YouTube being the second largest search engine on the planet after Google. There's more people who use that than anything other than Google. It's crazy. Hit it with the pig. Oh, what the fuck? I said the G word, didn't I? And my phone has decided to start searching for shit. No. No do that. No do that. Don't know where it come from though. Hit it with the pig. I seem to remember it from when I was a teenager, so I'm thinking maybe it was more UK based. It will come to me, I'll find out. I'll get there. Eventually. But yeah, I am pressing buttons. And to hell with the consequences. Things can't get any worse. Man, I'm exhausted though. Not heard of it. Is it a northern thing? I don't know. It might have just been something that was on a TV show, and then me and my mates have suddenly picked up on it, and we used to do that quite a lot. There'd be something on a TV show or a film that we liked, and we'd be saying it for years and years afterwards. I like the emoji though. Yeah, probably getting close to saying bye, to be honest with you. I think I need a sit down with my feet on the poof, on the footstool, and some alcohol-free red wine, because that's going to soothe me now, isn't it? That'll sort me out. What more would I need than that? Apart from a warm cup of tea. That was red hot earlier on. To be fair, I've got the window open and it's starting to look very, very frosty out there now. Yeah, it could be private school. It could be. Cameron would know all about that one. That's still ridiculous, isn't it, how dodgy he is. Lord Cameron of Chipping Norton now, yep. Horrible. It's just a game to them, not, isn't it? All the ones that went to Eton, just a game. Doesn't matter what you do to people's lives, doesn't matter what you do to the country. You will get your little, your backhander and your ermine robe. Hitting on the pig. Debbie hitting on the pig. You got a purty mouth. What kind of noises it made? Was it made that suey noise? Ugh. Horrible, dirty bastard. Yes, ironically, pork and a pig. Dodgy Dave. That's what Dennis Skinner used to call him, wasn't it? Dodgy Dave. And then we found out that he's even more dodgy. Yeah, definitely laughing at us. I said to my sister the other week, the mafia would be embarrassed to do some of the stuff that they're doing because the mafia have got more morals. It's just, and they think we wouldn't get away with it. We would not be able to get away with this kind of level of just open thievery, and yet they are, and we appear to be letting them get away with it because, well, we can't stop them, can we? Unless we have an election, and even then, the party who are in second place are the same people with the same ideals. It's just going to be the same shit, but with a different coloured tie. I am politically homeless, as are the vast majority of my fellow comrades in Liverpool. One day a real change is going to come though. One day. We'll have a revolution in this country the day before I get planted, I know it. Or the day after, knowing my luck. Here we go. Points make potatoes, which go really well with pig. With pulled pork. Yes, it would not have touched the sides. Vile. That's what they are taught at places like Eton. That's why I don't like rugby union. It's them lot pissing in each other's drinks and drinking it and setting fire to their asses and things. Don't encourage them. Do not encourage them. Get off. Yes, no. Yes, you can start calling me Citizen Nick. Although in Liverpool, free tooting means something completely different. There will be a rush on for that one, I think. Power to the people, yep. Still, actually, that's been on, I can't remember the channel. It might be Together. One of those weird channels on Sky, 171 I think it is. It shows Sorry has been on there with Ronnie Corbett, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm sure Citizen Smith's been on there as well. It's still fairly funny, to be honest. Even after all these years. I like that. Wolfie Nick. Yeah, you stag do. I can't remember mine, apart from the fact that it was a long time ago and things didn't end fantastically, obviously. But we ended up with a fantastic daughter. It was an absolute pain in the arse, so there's that to be thankful for. Actually, a power to the people. I might have to have that on the stream, mightn't I? Just for occasion, if we get a little bit political, it's either going to be Wolfie Smith or Ben Elton. A little bit of politics. Yeah, you see a change coming, but you don't think it'll be pretty. Yeah, see the same myself. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Considering there should be an alternative, and we haven't got one. Yeah, Irene Handel calling him Foxy. Irene Handel, there's one from the past as well. I have been watching so much old stuff lately. On Talking Pictures TV, on Sky, it's on Freeview as well. It's great. Films, I keep saying to me, my daughter and things, the films are wonderfully shit. And I mean that genuinely. They're awful, but brilliant at the same time. No huge explosions, no CGI, no dialogue that's hyper real or made to try to sound hyper real and ends up sounding completely forced. Just awful, but brilliant and black and white. So if I need to chill, I'll throw some of that on. The Aviator was on earlier on with Christopher Reeve, and he could fly in real life, so some of the shots that you had of him taking off taxiing and going into the sky was just him taking off taxiing and flying into the sky. And then one of his mates who was on it, so I recognised that voice from somewhere, and it was Ed Winchester from The Fast Show, the American. Hi, I'm Ed Winchester. Remember him, the reporter? Just him randomly in a Hollywood film. Marvellous. There you go. Not Ben Elton. Yeah, a little bit of politics. It's a shame about Ben Elton, isn't it? Used to be proper left wing and very funny. Now he's an absolute tit. The new TARDIS is too clean. Is that because Jodie Whittaker was Doctor Who and she cleaned it better than all the men? Is that what it is? You big sexist. Mahusive too. You're watching Passport to Pimlico and Whiskey Galore. Fantastic films, aren't they? I love stuff like that. If you like all that, have a look on Talking Pictures TV. They have some of the worst but brilliant films. Two-Way Stretch was on the other day with Peter Sellers, which is another one that's absolutely fantastic. Trying to think what else I watched. I watched loads of them. Bus Stop was on this morning, but I missed most of that because I was out driving. Here, there and bleeding everywhere as normal. Plus, they've also at the weekend, they have the Cellar Club with Caroline Munro, and we'll show loads of Hammer films from the 70s and things. All the horror stuff of the night. It's brilliant. And of course, Confessions of a films with Robin Asquith, who I didn't realise is from Southport. I really didn't realise that, but he is. Him and of course Miranda Richardson, Queenie from Blackadder. Rewatching Bottom again for the 100th time. Rick and Aid, your heroes in the 90s. Rick, of course, being my saviour when he had me stroke. Nick Mail, as I turned into, thanks to him. During the bad times, the spirit of Rick Mail kept me going. To the point where I've still got the... do you remember the Bombardier adverts? Bombardier Bitter. And he used to shout bang on. I've got bang on as me message tone, so every time there's a message, his voice booms out, bang on! Which, yeah, I'm never getting rid of that one. That kept me going. Proper kept me going through the dark nights. Taken far too soon. Rick Mail, a stupidly handsome man, as he would tell you himself. Brilliant. Some of the stuff he was in was just stupid. How you can go from being Rick in The Young Ones to Alan Bastard in The New Statesman. It's the same person. A lot of it's the same character, but just completely different. And then Drop Dead Fred. Love that. I think that's the kind of film that I should have made my daughter watch when she was about 8 or 9. It's the kind of thing she would watch now. Stupidly genius. We need more of that. We haven't got enough stupid genius. Vic and Bob aren't doing anything these days, so we're left without real stupid genius. And with Rick not here anymore, yeah, we need to find it somewhere. And quick. The Young Ones is on overnight as well, isn't it? Is it Gold or Dave or something? It's one or the other. Treat your kite like you treat your woman. Brilliant. Was it getting her 3 times a day and take her to heaven and back? Absolutely incredible. Woof. How can you make Woof funny? Hammer House of Horror on Sundays and the Hammer horror films when you were a kid, Barnesy. Yeah, same thing. I love all the Hammer horror films. It's the colour of them, the saturated Technicolor, and Michael Ripper was always in them. He's always like an innkeeper or something. When you had one that had Peter Cushing and Christopher Reeve. Always got them two together, or a few of the others all together. And of course the wonderful Ingrid Pitt, which for a early teenage boy was always good to see. You haven't watched Drop Dead Fred in years, you should do. It's on something, it's on one of the streaming sites, and I can't remember which one, but well worth checking out, because it is one of those films, isn't it, that you could just not watch it. Yeah, Vincent Price, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing were in a couple of films, all three of them together. You're lucky to find one of them in a film, and if they are, it's a mark of quality. If you get two of them, it's something spectacular. When you get all three in the same film, just watch it, record it and watch it again. Vincent Price, with his wonderful voice, of course, was on the start of Thriller, wasn't he? He did the voiceover for that. Imagine that, Vincent Price's family. Well, what's he famous for? And just reeling off film after film after film. Oh, that's good. He was also the voice on Thriller. Jeez. Abominable Dr. Phibes. Right, that's a fantastic little thing, funnily enough. Does anybody remember a band from the 90s? A bit of a shoegaze band called Dr. Phibes and the House of Wax Equations. I think they were from down south, but they ended up being part of the northern music scene. Wasn't Manchester, it was a little bit after that, and I don't think it was necessarily Manchester, it was more Chester, Crewe, maybe Liverpool, North Wales. The lead singer, Howard, I can't remember his surname, ended up in jail because he stabbed his mum to death. Big, exceptionally good looking black fella who looked not like Jimi Hendrix, but used to play a Strat, and he had the sort of vibe of Jimi Hendrix about him. They were a real proper mad. They did a gig that was shown on a Granada TV live thing. I can't remember what the name of the programme was, but it's on YouTube somewhere. And they did a Pink Floyd cover. Astromony Domine, I think it was they did. I think, I might be wrong, but they were superb. They only made one album, I think, and a couple of EPs, and then all that happened. They ended up living in Conway, in North Wales, and iced his mum, so they won't be getting back together. Plus, I think one of the other members died fairly recently as well. So yeah, great name for a band though, Dr. Phibes and the House of Wax Equations, which I think is two horror films mixed together. Wasn't that in really dodgy 3D? Aren't they all dodgy 3D? Yeah, I see the guitarist, is it Geordie Walker was his name, from Killing Joke, died as well the last couple of days. Gutted, man. Love that band. As did Nirvana, which can be seen by the fact that they nicked the song 80s and turned it into Come As You Are. Just looked blurry orange outlines. Are we talking about the 3D films or me when I move around? Is that what it is? Might have been 3D in the cinema, of course. You don't really get that anymore, do you, at home? 3D shit, innit? Considering now you can just get VR headsets and watch full films in whatever you feel like. Proper full-on 3D. Immersive 3D. That thing was bad enough that when I got Jess one for a PlayStation 4, the VR headset, and me and her took turns going underwater with David Attenborough, just looking around, seeing what was mooching about, and there's a shark coming past you. Not good. Yeah, with the cardboard glasses, with the red, one red and one green, or one red and one blue lens. There was always a a pair of those glasses in the shit drawer in everyone's house, wasn't there? With the balls of string, Bucky's pens, Mackey's straws, broken pegs, and them shitty glasses. You watched Dan on VR. Did it go well? Yeah, you're probably better off watching Daniel on VR than me, to be honest. Ready Player One, watch that movie. You'll never wear VR glasses. Oof. I still can't find that. I meant to find that last time, didn't I? That was mentioned in the last stream. We will find it though. We will find it because I want to watch it. There we go. Left it on my phone. Sniper's Dream. Aye. His head was huge. But you're better off watching him. Don't watch me. I mean, seriously, don't watch me if spiders are going to start appearing. Peruvian wolf spiders will appear on the stream. You don't want that in VR, do you? Sod that. Not good. Oops, sorry. Charcoal Coffee Company, almost forgot. If you like your coffee and you're in the UK, get on it. Fantastic stuff. You will not regret it. And also, if you need glasses, Specs for Less over on the Whittle. Definitely. Marvellous company. You upset Dan today. I don't think anyone can upset Daniel. He's quite a laid-back cat, isn't he, to be honest? Plus, if you've got a channel with 100,000 plus people in your mentions all the time, you can't take things to heart. You wouldn't survive 5 minutes. You mentioned decking. Yeah, it won't have upset him, but it might have brought back some horrible memories. He might have gone cold at the thought of it. We don't need that. We don't need decking. Like, we don't need this fascist groove thing. That will stick with him, I think, for years, that decking. Yeah, shots were fired if you're bringing up the decking. You're watching VR without a headset. That takes some doing. In as much as it would be virtually real, but not actually real at that point. No es bueno, man. No es bueno. We'll have to find that. It'll be on somewhere, won't it? How can I have every streaming site on earth and yet half the stuff I want to watch is not on there? So much so that I wanted to watch A Field in England. And I remember it being a Channel 4 or Film 4 co-production, so I thought I'll have a look on the Channel 4 app. It'll be on there. No. It'll be on... No, not on Netflix. It'll be on BritBox, not on there. Nowhere to be seen, so I had to buy it instead. But sod it, it means that whenever I want to watch it now, it's there. I can watch it, I can stream it when I feel like. That, by the way, the drive that I did the other day, the thumbnail, as I was driving through and looking at it, I thought that looks a bit like a field in England, literally because it is a field in England. But I thought if I make that black and white, it will look slightly field and Englishy, and it did. Yeah, these things. You want to try the slidey stuff that Kirsty does. It's apparently it's brilliant. If you can get the hang of it, it speeds everything up. I'll give you an extra 20 seconds a day to go about your business. Alright, so it's a Spielberg film. I didn't realise that. He's made some films, that man, hasn't he, over the years. And some Dwayne Eddies. Neil, no problem, mate. About to head home. Safe trip. Thanks for coming up to see you soon, bud. And can you Spurs? Right, quick scan through. Oh, Borough 1. Watford Norwich. Still 2-2, is it? No, up the wall. Up the wall. But yeah, it is getting a bit late, isn't it? So I'll have to start wrapping up as well, because I am starting to falter slightly. And I'm up early again in the morning. I think I'll have to send a message and find out whether or not I do actually need to. Oh, 3-2 to Watford. Bastards. We don't like Watford. We don't like them. Looked cool, but you couldn't follow the story. You have to watch it again. Sounds a very wise thing to do. Check it again, second time round. Hopefully it's a bit easier to follow. But yeah, so thank you very much, as always, for your company. After the day I've had, I needed this. So thank you very much. You are wonderful, wonderful people and wonderful company, like I say. We'll set up another one for Sunday, is it? Jeez. And we shall see what happens in the meantime. But yeah. Cheers and ting, blood. And remember.
All right, let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
And that's that.